What's up, YouTube? How you doing? This Big Jack. I'm back. Um, Took a little mini break. Back here on the live, we're just talking. I changed up the subject. We just had a conversation not too long ago, and we were talking about working from home versus going back into the office. But right now, I want to talk about each one, reach one. I want to talk about helping each content creator, each person that's out here that's having a YouTube channel, trying to, get the watch hours, get the subscribers, put content out there. How we can all help each other. How each one of us can reach one. If each one of us was to go out there and make it our purpose to help one another, how we could all grow together, and that's the big thing. Today I was working on some shorts, and I just took some things that I had in my phone and put them with some other already used sounds. So I was trying some things today. So I took some sounds that was already created that might have a good storyline to go with it, and I added my video to the sound just to see the reaction that I would get. And I can say this right here, I got really good view counts. My view counts was good, and made me a couple of subscribers here and there out of that. But at the same time, it's just putting yourself on a bigger platform. If you take a video or sound that has a million uses, so it's been used over a million times, and you put your video to it, that's putting you in front of that bigger audience and bigger platform where other people can now see you, and maybe take that video that you use and now go to your channel and become a subscriber, or even nothing else, just view your work and watch some of your watch hours. If you're looking at a couple of people watching your short all the way through, and that was one of the things I was getting today when they was giving me the analysis and the breakdowns, and they were saying people are watching the video and they're watching 20 seconds of a 20-second video. That's awesome. They're actually putting the video in the loop. That's even better. So a lot of it was growing today, and I'm seeing that as moving forward, that I'm getting better. I'm getting a little bit better in the content and the things like that. So that came out today more this time, and this was wanted to say, hey, if each one would try to reach one, that's the goal. That's my goal with you. That's my promise with you, that I'm gonna do my best to try to reach you where you are, trying to establish myself as and help you establish yourself as we go. I know I don't say a different journey, but it's a difficult journey. This is not an easy task to be a content creator, to be out there trying to produce and come up with new materials, over and over and over, so that to be entertaining. Sigma, how you doing? To try to entertain different people and keep them interested in what you got going on. That's not an easy task to do. For someone to say it's easy, I'm gonna say it's not to say it's a lie, but it's just one of those things. So I'm thanking everybody that's on now. And I see the Lion Zion and Helsher, okay, Kay and Sigma, and all those that already dropped comments. That's the only reason I know you're there, if you're dropping comments. I thank you for being here. What the subject of this and what I wanted to talk to you about on this one. Thank you for the comment compliment on the glasses. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely need these to see, so I appreciate it. But the big one was each one reaching one, and how we can work together to help each other grow. It would be the biggest lie ever told if I came on here and tried to say that I don't want to be monetized. I'm not doing it for the money, and it's because right now I'm not doing it for the money because I'm not making any money. But if I was actually getting paid to do this, then I would be, more, I say, harder working at it. Um, I put in time, I put in effort, trying to come up with better ideas and all. But at the same time, growing, we have to learn to work together. We have to learn to support each other, and you support each other a lot, and even in your comments. If you say, "Hey, it would be better if you did this," or "It would be nicer if you had that," and without trying to, put me in the poorhouse that you try, if you had this and that. And I had a person comment on a short that I had one time, and I just said I was using other people's sounds and putting my video with it, so, and that way you putting yourself on a bigger platform. Well, the comment came, you're never going to get, never going to be a good content creator, if you're out here begging for subscribers. And I don't look at it as I was begging for anything. I look at it as putting your material with someone else's material, and watching your material and that material grow. You merged it together. You look at a musician and a lot of songs that you listen to, and they're sampling other people's songs or other people's sounds and making a different song out of it. They're not begging for you to like theirs over the other one. It's just the fact that some people have put some good stuff out there, that if you can even attach what you have to theirs and reach a different audience with it, you've not only put your material out there, but you also put their material out there as well. So, if they're liking it and subscribing to it, and using that sound again and watching your video while they're doing it, it's a win-win for not just you, but it's a win for the other person who created it. And then you got to have your own content. You have to have your own content, your own niche, and all of that. So I think the way the buildup is in YouTube, where we have the shorts, and we have the videos, we have the live, it gives us a better opportunity to be able to reach more people. So, support the shorts, support the videos, support the lives, because they're three different, but they can be merged into one, where you now have, the trinity, in a sense, the trinity of content creating. I put a couple of videos, shorts out there today. Like I said, I think I put out 7, but then I've been on live a couple of times a day, and then I'm still working on the one video, because you do put a lot more time into your editing of your video than you do to your short. And when live, you're just out there, you're putting out your content. Like I say, I wanted to talk to you about that, is that each one reaching one. If we can just go out there and to help each other out, to support one another. When you log in and you look and see someone's live, and you get on their live and you leave a comment or a compliment, or even saying hello to each other that you might know or come across, that is huge right there. That is our way of being able to communicate with each other and support one another and go out. So what I did was, and it's not my idea, but it was from another channel that I was following, and it really was Nemo 504, is where I first got it from. And then I seen some other people that I follow. TRB was doing it, and Reva Reveal was doing it. So what they ended up doing was they started building playlists of content creators. So not just of their material, but the other people's material. They were actually building playlists of other content creators, so that if you linked on or went to that playlist, you'll be watching 47. Mine is only 47. So I built a list, but I only have, I think, 47, maybe 50 people in my list right now. But the thing was, if you was to go onto that list and let that list just play and watch each one of those videos, that's 47 to 50 people that you're helping build their watch hours. And if you really like the video, maybe leave a comment in the comment section. And if you really like the person, the content, and everything, subscribe to that person. And what we're doing in that sense, or what they were doing, and that why I touched on to it, is they're able to now reach out and get 50, 60, some of these playlists are longer than 100, over 100 people in the playlist. But now that's 100 different content creators that's coming at you in this one playlist that you can just play through. What I noticed and seen is that even if you're not watching every video, if you're just letting the playlist play and you got other things going on in your life and it's just playing in the background or whatever, the watch hours are still being generated. It's still as if you were sitting there watching it, because it's just playing. So that is another way to help somebody. So you're helping the other channels out there. And then my thing is, if that's something that I might not be on the playlist, and I'm gonna reach out. I'm trying to reach out to everyone that comes on these channels and everyone who comment, and I try to get make sure I add you to the playlist, because that's going to help you get there. Now, if you're already there, if you're already monetized and all of that, which is great, but there's a lot of us that's trying to get there. We all had to start somewhere. I'm 1 month and I think 1 week into this thing. And I know if you went to my channel right now and you look at the history, it shows I had a couple of years, but it was not a couple of years of content creating. It was a couple of years of using YouTube as a way to store video so that I could show it at my company. Because the way our IT system works, and it doesn't allow all programs to be able to get into our system, but YouTube was one of them that I could. So if I was making a training video or something like that, I can use YouTube as a way to store it and then show it to a bigger audience at work. So, but I had no subscribers. I had really no likes or whatever. No one was actually going through YouTube. All my videos were private. But then when I decided to get into the game and become a content creator or have my own channel, that's when I took that same channel that I had, and I deleted all those other videos, those older videos, and got rid of them, and then came back with starting to create actual material or content for this channel. So I'm 1 month and 1 weekend, and it's been a blessing. It really has. It's been a blessing. I've definitely learned a lot from the other content creators who have been doing a wonderful job sharing their knowledge and sharing their experiences and helping all the channels grow. So I'm fully invested in making sure that I'm one of those people who are going to come out here and do my best to help you grow. I am one of your older content creators. I'm not the oldest, of course, but I am one of the older ones, and I am just getting started. So I'm coming at a different angle. I'm over 50, and I'm more talking towards that 25 to 35, maybe 40-year old person, because that's when I started experiencing a lot of things that I think if I shared with them, that not to say you wouldn't have to still go through some things, but if you already know that some of the things to look out for, it would make you a better a person, and make you more prepared for it. You know, that's like Waze on your GPS. Those who use Waze, and I'm not getting paid by Waze. I'm not promoting Waze or whatever, but it is a good GPS system through your phone, and it gives you that up to as close, as long as someone else is reporting it, you're getting up to date situations, whatever. But because it does give you some of those warnings, it makes driving a little bit different. It puts you more in alert status, because you know that there's a vehicle on the side of the road. There's law enforcement. There's construction. There's an accident. It's giving you that information. So if I can provide some of that information before you go through the situation, it might help you get through the situation. So that's my angle. That's where I'm looking at when I talk to people about what's going on. Who is that down there? Yes, I am. I am married. I'm happily married. Been married for, I don't remember the years. I think it's 16, 17 years. So beautiful wife, beautiful family, and everything is going well. So thank you for asking. And yes, that is 100% true. I am married. And but with that, helping each other grow, helping each other stay, I'm not going to say stay afloat, but I want my channel to grow. I want my channel to get to the point. I have a goal that I would like to hit that 1,000 subscriber mark. But I remember when I first got started, and I said that was like October the 12th, October 13th. I think that's when it was. But my goal at that time was to get 50. I wanted 50 subscribers so I could go live. That was my original goal, was 50 subscribers so I could go live. I wanted to go live so that I can do this, that I can be on here and have these kind of discussions and talks with you. I like making videos. But the live is the live. That's when you're getting that real feedback right away. and that's the part that I like the most. So I didn't come on here looking for the money. I didn't come on here looking to be monetized and all of that, because it's a lot of work to go in. I respect the people that this is their full-time job and all, but I do have a full career that I, that takes up a lot of my time, and then I do have a family that takes up my time as well. So to add another thing to it would be just way too much. But I do like getting in front of the camera. I do like getting in front of people, and I do like sharing my experiences and my knowledge, my understanding, my thoughts, and to hear what you have to say. Was that? It's Aline Smile. Thank you. How you doing? Everything is well. Everything is well with me. Everything is well within my soul, and I appreciate you checking in on me. I want us as content creators, YouTubers, and all those other platforms and all. I want us to be able to get on here and be free. What I'm all about is real talk. I'm a real talk type person. I'm not going to throw a bunch of fluff at you. I like to tell you like it is. If I went through it, and I think it's going to help you not experience that, then I'm gonna share. I'm gonna share those experiences. So some things is going to get a little deep. I try to keep that in the video more than I do on the live, but sometimes the live might have to get deep as well because of the fact that it's needed. It's needed out there. And part of this being deep now is to help each other. We have to help each other. We have to help each other get out there and talk and say, hey, this is what's going on. And right. And Elaine, and if I'm saying your name wrong, I apologize. But Elaine, Smile. I know Smile without a doubt. Without I can hit that. So Smile, it's okay to be nervous. I mean, that's part of being human. When you get out there and you're sharing you, and you're putting you in front of the camera, you're putting you in front of millions and millions of people that you don't know. Yes, being nervous is part of it. You don't want to make a mistake, but at the same time, we're all going to make mistakes. No one is perfect. In one of my shorts you might see today, if you go to my page and you look at one of the shorts, matter of fact, I'll post it. It was talking about a story where Einstein, and it was Denzel Washington talking, and it's me bowling. So that's me on there bowling. You got Denzel Washington talking, and he was telling the story about Einstein. And he was saying that Einstein was teaching a class. And in the class, he put on the board that 9 times 1 is 9. And then he said 9 times 2 is 18. And then he kept going on, 9 times 3, 9 times 4. And then when he got to 9 times 10, he had 9 times 10 is 91. And he's like, wow. And the class broke out into laughter and started laughing and joking him because he made a mistake. And he let the whole class continue to laugh. He let the whole class continue to talk about him and things like that because he made a mistake. And once they calmed down, his comments back to them was, no one applauded for me when I was getting it right, but you all found it very entertaining when I got something wrong. So we're all going to make mistakes. Now, do I believe that he knew that 9 times 10 is 90? Yes, I believe that Einstein knew that it was 90. But it's just the fact that we don't get a lot of pats on the back. We don't get a lot of the extras when we do right things. The only thing that get pointed out the most is the wrong that we do. So I know I'm gonna make a mistake here or two while I'm on live. I know that I'm gonna say a word wrong. Matter of fact, if you listen to another live that I did, I started off with Facebook right off the bat. Hello, Facebook. And I'm like, wow. But you can't stop. You can't hit pause. You can't rewind. You can't cut it. It's out there. So now you just gotta like, okay, because of so many different platforms, it's like you will make that mistake and call the wrong platform out. You will make that mistake and say, hello Facebook when you know that you're on YouTube. So that's part of being human, and we are human. So my first time going on, especially with YouTube, I would say yes. Um, I was a little nervous. Uh, Northern, how you doing? Good to see you. But you have to make it a safe space for you to fail. You know, you meaning the biggest failure, or I'll tell my kids this, and I have some older boys, and I got a teenage son as well. But I like 100% of the shots you don't take is a miss. So you will miss 100% of the shots you don't take. If you don't take the shot, you already missed. You already basically failed in a sense because you never tried. So you have to try. You know, just put it out there and just be you. Because a lot of times we mess up because we're trying to be somebody we're not. So you look at a TV show or a movie and they can show you all the bloopers after the show, all the retakes they had to do and things like that, only because of the fact they are acting to be something they're just not. They're trying to be a character that was created and they're acting. So sometimes you do mess up on the lines, you mess up on, you know, the script and this and that because you're trying to be here in your live. And if you're just being live and you're just doing real talk, you're just talking to a person and talking to the audience. Really, you're just talking to the camera, talking to your phone, talking to the tablet, talking to your computer, and then the people that's coming in. Now, what I did have to learn to do, um, the 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 what I did have to learn to do, and I'm still trying to learn to do, is to read the text messages or read the comments that's coming in, because my tablet doesn't allow me to see it like I do. So what I had to do was I have my tablet up and I also have my phone up, and both of them are in the live, and that way I can see the comments and I'm able to respond to the comments from one area while I'm watching or doing the video on another tablet. So that's one of the things I had to learn. That's one of the things I had to somewhat figure out while I was doing this. And in the other part, so you do get some nervousness. You do get some, uh, you know, your anxiety is up a little bit and this and that, but it's only because of you have good stuff. You know you're a good person, and now you're waiting for. But you do have to watch out. Now I'm not going to act like you're not going to get somebody on here. I had a person. I did a live for the. It was a it was Sunday night football. So Sunday night football, and I use live events to practice. So that's another thing that I was doing. I was using live events to practice. So I did the Netflix fight. I did a live on that one, and I did another live on Sunday night for the Sunday night NFL football game. And that way I can talk to you and we can have a conversation. And I was using the game and keeping you updated on what was going on the game, and that was a way to practice. That was a way to get out there and to express myself and get in front of the camera and talk to the people at the same time. And I was using the game as a deflector. They gave me something else to say. If I didn't have anything else to say, I would just use the game and say, okay, here's the update of the game. So and so just scored or whatever, and it just kept the flow going. So use that type of platform if it would help to be able to give you some aid and to go out there. And then what I also noticed is that you're going to get people that's going to come on that's already your subscribers. They're already in your family. They're already in your channel, and they're going to be there to support you. They're not there to come against you or come down on you. They're there to support. They already like what you've already put out. Now they're hearing you and seeing you for the first time. So a lot of times you'll catch where they're supporting you, they're pushing you, they're helping you grow that, especially that confidence that you need. So yes, it will be nervous. You will be nervous in the beginning, but the more and more that you do it, and the more and more you go at it, and the more and more you have to say, the more support you're going to get. Like Northern is on there right now. Um, Definitely a huge support. I definitely got to give her credit and thank her for what she's done. And she's been. I apologize if I say she, he, and this and that, but it's just the fact that having somebody support, and that's my little puppy outside making all that noise. So if y'all hearing it, I apologize to y'all for that too. So, but with that being said, yes, you will have a moment or two where it's going to be a little shaky, but at the same time, if what you have to say is worth If it means something to you, it's going to mean something to somebody. You're not 100%, you're not going to reach everybody. 100%, you're not even going to get everybody. You'll be looking, and I know I do, and it's unfortunate, but I get caught up in that right now because I'm still young to it. But you get caught up in how many subscribers you have. You'll look and say, okay, I got 50. Oh, wait a minute, I got 48. Oh, now I got 55. Oh, now I got 42. Like, where's these people going and why are they leaving? So you get caught up in that because you're still, I'm still young in the game. I'm still new to the game. I'm still trying to establish myself. And then you get those people who, when you got thousands and thousands and thousands of subscribers, that one or two that fall off and the 5 or 6 that come on, you sometimes don't even see it and you miss it. So you don't realize that it happened. But they're out there. Yeah, and it's just one of those things where thank you. What's that? Serving God's people. Yes. How you doing? Thank you. Yes. She is one of the fur babies. So we have two. Matter of fact, I'm gonna be getting off here real soon because I gotta go get one. So we alternate the two puppies between. They go to doggy daycare. So one stays home, the other one goes, and they alternate. And on Saturday they both go. So this is the puppies. One is they're sisters. So my two labs are sisters. They're they're from the same parents, 2 litters apart. And that was the rule on getting a second one was the fact that they had to be from the same parents. So we was taking a gamble on that the parents would even have another litter, but they did. So they're 2 litters apart, and the older one is home now, but I think she's barking at the neighbor. So hold 1 second for me, y'all. And I can still talk as I bring her in. But she's come on, come on in. She's she's a lab, but she's also very protective of the home. So I have to respect that and appreciate that. So yeah, but she's definitely going to make sure that the house is protected. And somebody must have came home out there because she was on the back porch, and they probably got too close to what she called comfort for them. But anyway, with all that being said, uh, I'm glad we was able to have this conversation. I do plan on getting on a little later this afternoon. Like I say, we were talking about the doggy daycare real quick, but so I have to go pick up my one from doggy daycare. So once she gets home, and we'll get them fed because they've been in daycare all day. She'll be knocked out. She'll be so tired because she's been running around all day. And then tomorrow the big one, because one's a yellow lab, one's a black lab. So I got 2 labs, and you might see them in the video. So I do post their videos, and they're in my playlist. You got Lady Rose, which is the yellow lab, and then Lily, which is the black lab. But they have their own little channel and this and that. And that was another thing I had to learn because I had like 4 channels when I finally decided to be a content creator. So I got a channel for when I was bowling, a channel for golf, a channel for the labs, and then I had my own little personal. And someone was like, "Why don't you just build playlists instead of trying to have all these channels?" So I'm learning. I am so learning, trying to figure this out, and because of that, when you put things or you're putting comments in, or I'll send a comment or things and you're answering, you're helping us grow. You're helping me grow. And I can only, like I say, I only appreciate that because those are the things that help me, become not only a content creator on YouTube, but just a better person. It helps me understand. It helps me manage my time better. So it's like, you got to go live. You got to go live. You got to go live. And then some people say, you got to post. You got to do this and stay away from the shorts. But all of that is a makeup. I had so many videos in my phone, and I'm talking about so many videos in my phone that I that was like, what am I gonna do with all these videos? And they were shorts. That's what they end up becoming. They're becoming the shorts. So I've turned them into shorts, and it's like, wow. So you can have content. You have content sitting in your phone that you are now able to use because I have a platform to use it on. and then coming up with the different things. So my page, my niche, if you want to look at it that way, is more me as a 53-year-old. So I'm 53. So me as a 53-year-old talking to my 25-year-old self, my 30-year-old self, my 40-year-old self. And that's where I was, and that's the angle that I'm going at because of my experiences. And that's when it really popped off for me. And that's when it really set off where it's like, okay, you need to, get yourself in order. And had I known some of the things when I was that age, if someone had told me that, then I would have been definitely I'm not gonna say a bad person. I've been a better person. I just would have not had to have such a struggle to get to where I am now. Like I said, if someone had told me about the credit rating and credit scores, or someone had told me how to invest and things like that. See, I'm at that age where I came up when I seen Netflix. I seen Netflix get started. I watched it, and if I knew now, if I knew then what I know now, and I definitely would have invested in there. But those are things you just don't know. You just, who would ever imagine that we would, have a DVD player or not need a DVD player? A DVD player? I mean, at that time it was a VHS. The big tapes and please rewind. So I went through a lot of those phases. That's like, okay, when you see this new thing coming on, you got to start reading between the lines and seeing if that's going to be a valuable thing to get into. So those are some of the things that I experienced, and because of those experiences, I'm trying to share them and hoping that I can reach one or two people out there. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world. We just did a live, and I did one a few minutes ago, about an hour or so ago, and we were talking about working from home versus working in the office, because that's a hot topic that's coming up where a lot of people are now being asked to go back into the office, and how is that going to affect you? How's that going to change your life and things like that? So these are things that we're sharing. These are things that we're putting out there. Like I did say earlier, I do have to go get my puppy from daycare, and once I get back with her from daycare, my plan is to get back on here, because I do have a lot that I want to share and a lot that I want to talk about. And I appreciate everyone and that's on here that's been so supportive and doing your thing. I am doing my best and want to do my best to get on there and check out everybody's page. Like I said, I'm building a playlist of you, the content, the other creators. I'm building a list and trying to make sure that I put you out there, put you on my page, put you on my content list, that so other people can see who you are and can learn about you and to help you grow. That's what I want to do. I want to help you grow. As I grow, I want you to grow. My playlist is called Iron Sharpening Iron, and I did say I was going to share that. So let me share that before I go, and I'm hoping that y'all will get a chance to flip through it and see. It's not a playlist for me. This is not my videos. These are videos of other content creators that's out there, and we got them on here. I think I got 47 right now, but I'll be adding more to it because I think it's important. I think it's important that we support one another. I think it's important that we help each other grow. So I'm gonna put that down there in the comments, and hoping uh, that you will click on. Now, here's how you can help with that. Now, it's in the comments now, but this is how you can help with that. You can pull a playlist up. You can let the playlist just play. You can watch them. I try to get a video from each one of those content creators around 5 minutes long or shorter, so that you can see the person without taking up all your day. But then at the same time, let it grow. That helps them get their watch hours. If you didn't know, that helps them get their watch hours. If you like what you see, drop a comment. Let them know that, hey, I checked out your video. I like this point that you made, da da da, and let them know in the comments. And if you really like what you're seeing and the person that you're vibing with, subscribe to them. Subscribe. And be a subscriber that's not looking for something in return. Be a subscriber that's not looking for You subscribe to me, I'll subscribe to you. You scratch my back, I scratch your back. No, just be a subscriber. And a lot of times, because of your support and because of you comment and things like that, a true person who's out there and they're trying to build their channel, they'll get that same, I want to help you build yours as well. And then you become, that's becoming real. It's not going to be because you help me, I'm gonna help you type thing. It's because you help me and you support me, I'm gonna support you. And let it be a want, not so much a have to. I don't want to have to support you because you clicked on mine, now I got to click on yours. I want to support you. I want to learn from you. That was a one thing with Northern. Her area that is not something that I've ever really thought about. I never got into the tarot cards and things like that. So when I seen the video, I'm like, wow, that's a different area. I've never seen it. I've never even knew anybody that did it, so I can even learn more about it. So now I can actually learn. I can actually ask those questions and get a better understanding instead of having that prejudgment. Those are the things that opportunities that we can have by helping each other here. We can now grow from each other in areas. I mean, and it's not, if you don't feel it, if you don't like have to follow it, that doesn't matter. It's just the fact that you know about it. Are you not following it because it's just not your thing? Or is it you're not following because you don't know anything about it and you're not willing to learn? I know as a child and even as an adult, there's a whole lot of different foods I have never tasted just because I believe and think that it's just not going to be something I like. So I've never even tasted it. They're like, you haven't even tried it. How you know you don't like it? And that is true. But at the same time, I'm as it was said earlier, I'm a little nervous on trying different foods and stuff like that. But I'm not nervous about learning different things from different people. So I'll reach out to you if you got something going on that I just didn't know, because if once I learn it, then I can make an educated guess on if I want to follow it or not. And that's where I'm at with this. This is where I'm talking. So if there's something that I'm putting out there and you're not sure, if you, especially if you start looking at the shorts, you look at my shorts and you're like, well, where's he going with these shorts? But there's videos of this and that, because the shorts is just a lot of stuff that's in my phone. I get to play with, I get to move around. I don't have to stay within my niche. I don't believe so. And if I do, then maybe I'm wrong and y'all can correct me or suggest different things to me. But I think I get to play around with my shorts. I can stay on focus with my videos, and I can and when I'm live, you're just hearing it straight from me. And if you got a question, I have no problem answering a question. I have no problem sharing. I will not get personal with names and addresses and stuff like that. You would never. But I do have a wife. I do have kids. I have grandkids. So that I can share with you. If it's me and things about me, I'm an open book. I just won't put my family out on the street only because of the fact that that they have a personal life, and I'm gonna respect their life. No different if I knew something about you, any one of y'all, I would. It's your life and it's your personal information, and I wouldn't put it out there. But I am all about the support, supporting one another. But with that, I do have to go because I gotta go get my puppy. And once I get back with my puppy, I do plan on getting back on. I am hoping that everybody that was here today will be there and be back when we get back on, and we can have a good deep dive conversation. But until next time, I'm going to ask you all to stay blessed and peace.